I'm Bella Patty, and I'm going to Bridgewater State University for secondary English education.
My name is Presley Schuler, and I'm going to Coastal Carolina University for elementary education.
My name is Karen Tang, and my major is English, and my minor is education, and I'm going to Fairfield University next fall.
My name is Peyton Gould. I'm going to University of New Hampshire for early childhood education.
My college search was relatively easy. I knew I was looking in the Massachusetts area because they're very well known for their teaching. I got my answers back. It was just deciding that was the most stressful part.
It was relatively easy. The biggest stress was seeing if I got into the schools that I wanted to get into. I didn't have a lot of stress with applications. I feel like they were pretty easy for me. It was just like the waiting was the most stress for me.
I mean, there was a lot of stress here and there with figuring out which schools would be great for me.
I feel like I knew where I wanted to go. The application process wasn't bad. UNH was my last decision to come out. I was really nervous for it.
My first day of kindergarten, I saw my teacher with the whiteboard and the desk, and I knew that's what I wanted to do. I love the impact that you can have on kids. All of my high school teachers have had such a profound impact on me.
Definitely this year, I started working in a daycare, and I love to see that spark go off in their head where it was like, oh my God, something made sense, even with the toddlers.
Growing up, my mom was teaching in an elementary school, and I would go and visit her at work and spend time in the classrooms. And ever since like 6th grade, I knew that I loved helping kids in the classroom.
My mom used to be a college professor, and she's always been really good at teaching me things when I was younger. And my grandma was a full-time teacher, and she's been a teacher for almost 36 years, I think. And I also had really good teachers all throughout my 12 years at Hopkinton, especially into high school. Like, all of them are so easy to talk to. They're so fun. Why not I do the same thing? I love this.
For me, I want to be like a memorable teacher. Your elementary teachers are someone that you remember. In elementary school, like, learning is actually fun.
I think English is a great way to communicate with other people. End-to-end discussions, the readings, and finding ways to connect made me enjoy English.
All 4 years, I've had great English teachers. I just love reading, and I love the idea that you can connect with kids through storytelling.
Seeing kids actually understand something when they're that young, when they're 2 or 3, it just like makes me so happy. I say my freshman, my sophomore year definitely were a struggle. Junior and senior year, I found better teachers that were helpful and made me understand the topics.
Freshman and sophomore year were kind of challenging for me, and I didn't really understand what I was learning, and I had a hard time testing and everything. Junior and senior year, I have loved all my teachers, and I have a really good relationship with all of them, and I would say it really benefited me to be close to my teachers and to understand how they were teaching me.
It was definitely a rough journey in the beginning with COVID. It's difficult when you have to go from having the best time in person and then you transition into remote learning. It was definitely propelled by resilience. I counted on a lot of my friends, my teachers, my guidance counselors. My education in high school has been tremendous. I couldn't be more thankful for it.
I had a really great experience. I've loved all my teachers. Having moved from another town, I'm so grateful for all of the teachers that I've had in Hopkinton.
I want to see more individualized teaching, like more what works for this student may not work for another student.
I really like how we have a senior capstone experience, and I would really like to see a lot of schools have that opportunity. I would like to see that in the school system.
Looking at how kids learn individually and looking at their strengths and weaknesses is really important. So I think that instead of having certain directions and certain things that we have to focus on, focusing on ways that will benefit kids with how they learn.
I think we need to pay more attention to our teachers. Often they do a lot of things that go unnoticed. They serve as mentors, they serve as club advisors, they serve as coaches. They do a lot of different things. So be grateful for them. This one is going to have to go to my sophomore year English teacher, Miss Breen. More than teaching me English, she taught me how to be a better person. I couldn't be more grateful for her.
They're all from the high school. Miss Hillbrunner, Miss Breen.
Probably my 5th grade teacher, Miss Jordan. The classroom was always a fun environment, but everyone had respect for her because they knew to take it seriously. She had the perfect balance of being fun and easygoing, but also being a teacher and being strict enough to teach a class and lead a class.
Mr. King, Mr. Prescott.
Definitely Mr. Chip Collins had the best impact on me. He made school better for me and made me just like laugh and want to be at school.
They all had a way of making class fun and engaging.
I'm excited to see the kids learn something. I want to be that person that the kids want to go and talk to, the kids want to laugh with.
I think I'm most excited for the bonds that I'm going to create with future students. I still go and visit my freshman, sophomore, junior teachers.
I'm excited to be working with the kids. I was a student-teacher intern this past summer, and all the kids were super fun to work with. I'm excited to just see all the kids grow as not just students, but human beings. The next generation is bright. The future is bright.
I'm most excited for making an impact because my biggest goal is to make it memorable and have like a lasting impact on my future students, making memories that they'll have for a long time.